troubles. The expanding United States had run into trouble with the Native Americans. The Native Americans and their land was soon the target of the government.
Order in the court. Order in the court. We have topics to discuss. I hereby make the action of the government buying the Indian land for money legal. An Indian territory will be created for the relocation of the Indians. Session closed.
My brothers and I will not give our land to the state of Georgia. I am going to take this to court.
The Supreme Court agrees that the Cherokee should keep their land and the government has no right to take their land. Mr. President, the Supreme Court has agreed that the Cherokee should keep their land and the government has no right to take their land.
I want the land, and I don't care what the court ruled.
Segment 1 Quiz. Number 1. What did the government want from the Native Americans? Number 2. What did the government create for the Native Americans? The Cherokee Indian Incident. The president wanted to move the Indians off the land. He was going to make every attempt at it. In 1835, he got a lucky break. A few of the Cherokees signed a treaty to move them off the land. The government wanted the treaty because the land the Cherokee possessed, it was very good for farming, which most of the West land wasn't good for. Most of the Cherokee didn't follow the treaty and wrote a letter to the government to voice their opinion.
We are aware that some persons suppose it will be for our advantage to remove beyond the Mississippi. Our people think universally otherwise. We wish to remain on the land of our fathers. Even the aged, nearly ready to drop in the grave, were traveling with heavy burdens attached to their backs, sometimes on frozen ground and sometimes in muddy streets, with no covering for their feet.
I do not want the Cherokee on that land. I want it for the United States of America. Summon me General Winfield Scott.
Mr. President,
About time. General, assemble your men. Your mission is to remove the Cherokee from that valuable land of theirs.
right away, sir.
Brother, lay your weapon. Come forward. What do you ask?
Chief, I come on behalf of the United States to have you leave your native land. Your Indian country is now the target of the United States government. We want it. We do not want to resort to arms at all, because we do not believe war triumphs peace. Peace is much better. So, for that, will you please move to an Indian territory that we have created for you?
I comply. The Trail of Tears was the final resting place for thousands of Cherokees and is a dark part of our history. The Trail of Tears was the walk to a new land that the government created for the Cherokees. Question: what was the Trail of Tears?
As the previous scene depicted, the Black Hawk Rebellion was not
Effective.
A few of the rebellions were successful at first though. The
Somali.
is a good example of the successful rebellion. They were in Florida and held their land against the United States. Most of the US soldiers died from disease and not in battle.
Indian, over there!
Conclusion: America won and sent the Native Americans to Oklahoma.